All right.
Yup.
Rousing response from the team.
Oh, God.
Well, last we left off, you all came off of the adrenaline rush that was your encounter at the warehouse, and took the whole evening and morning to gather yourselves and prepare for the quick, hastened journey towards Tin. In that, you had many conversations, renewed a death pact,
Oh yeah.
and shared some information about your little, Theo's skull. But beyond that, you are all now headed down the road towards Tin. As you begin setting off, the city of Waycrest slowly disappearing behind you. Is there anything anyone would like to do on these first few hours of journey?
Nopers.
Nopers. All right.
Just keeping an eye out.
All right. Make perception checks, whoever is watching.
Erudite is watching, as always,
As always.
because he's a good little bird.
Mhm,
30,
mhm.
20.
20.
Get it.
Okay.
Get him. Do it. Get him.
What the fuck?
It was right in my face. I don't know where it went.
But
He'll be
what's
back.
It's gonna be back. Oh, there it is. It was on me.
A bug.
Do it.
No.
Oh, we can see it. It's really...
Let the battle commence for the
Mosquito.
next 3
If
hours.
there were any
Yep.
other bug.
Let the battle commence.
All right. Keeping an eye out. As you get farther away from the city, and as time goes on, people start appearing back on the road. Lots of merchants and travelers walking up and down, along with a good amount of guard patrols that are beginning to watch. Nothing immediately suspicious as you begin your little journey over. And at one point, about 4 hours in, after noon, a pair of guards on horses slowly meander behind you. It looks like they were trotting a bit faster, but then once they hit the sort of blockage behind you, they slow down. They don't seem very eager. Kind of not paying attention to everybody, just conversing amongst themselves.
Are we in the passing lane? Should we get over?
They don't seem too eager to pass you either. They look a little bit bored.
I'll just make sure I'm going the speed limit and
Did you do it?
no.
Damn it.
This is glorious. Get it.
So, the angel on my shoulder is saying, hey, it's great that we have government authority at our backs, quite literally. But the devil on my shoulder is, wow, they look bored. Why don't we make their lives more interesting?
Absolutely not.
We shouldn't. But we could.
Absolutely not. You're gonna listen to the little devil in your head. You're gonna listen to that ring on your finger.
This is me. This is me. Ashe probably hasn't even noticed these guys. It would just be fun.
Just trying. Don't notice either you, Ashe, or Felix at this moment?
Yeah. You're like cleared of all charges, right? Like we're not gonna get pulled over because, right?
Technically,
mean-
yes.
Okay.
I do not have any immediate charges pending against me.
Okay, great. making
Just
sure.
ride casually. Just ride casually.
Get 5 years, and then we'll start having problems.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ride casually. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just continuing.
How close do they get?
As you get farther in, and again, more people are on the road, they're about 15 feet behind you.
Remarkably close.
We need a full carriage between us. That's the law. Can't get any
Mhm,
closer
mhm.
than that.
I think you should brake check them.
Guys, this is what we're going to be doing for 3 hours.
All right, let's figure this out quick.
Just go. Just keep going. We're fine.
Just keep going.
I think
Until
if we
they
ever
stop us, we'll be
I would keep an
okay.
eye on them, and if they ever
Yeah.
like made eye contact with me, I would just like give a friendly wave, but nothing really
Yeah,
past
Just
that.
keep going.
All right.
Ride casual.
What are your passive perceptions?
Oh, I hate it
Valkyra's
when
is very high.
I hate it when the DM asks that question. It's the worst.
Do you know if they put a gun towards your brain?
Should probably have the
16.
character sheet pulled up.
15.
I don't have found
14.
9.
9.
9.
Thyra.
There's
Here's
you
a
guys
10.
is 13.
It's 10. Thank you.
There is a very
Um,
perceptive. Everyone knows this.
Theo, you could kind of hear what they're talking about. You'd have to lean a little bit closer, but you do start picking up bits of their conversation as you go. If you'd like to listen in further, you can.
I will.
Okay.
Yeah, no, of course.
Roll a perception check.
Get us the intel.
Damn.
Uh,
that red-haired one has a fat ass.
22.
Wow, that's enough. As they ride along and they're sort of chatting back and forth, half paying attention to everything about them, doing a terrible job at their job.
Bro.
You pick into their conversation. The guard on the right, the first guard, says, "You're really that worried about these people?"
Oh boy.
Yeah, they were pretty adamant about finding them. Something about that dark group, whatever the hell they're called.
Wonder if
Sheesh.
that.
Them
Yeah.
again?
Hmm.
I thought they were dealt with. Oh, I guess not. 3 were spotted back at Waycrest, so.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Well, technically they were. But
Were they apprehended? I assume so. I haven't heard anything since. We haven't gotten any orders to find them. What about the stray one? Oh, supposedly somewhere in the area. Though I doubt they'd be on the road. They're smarter than to stay out of sight of the patrol.
plain sight, baby, it works every time.
Wasting all our time on one guy that's not even here. And they, at this point, going down the road, they sort of pull on their reins and begin to turn to, like, stay in their patrol area. But as they turn, at least it's an excuse to get out of the post. They
Inconceivable.
turn and begin going the opposite direction.
Man.
The only thing going through my head now.
Wait till I get going.
They seemed all right.
Yeah, well, I think they were looking for you.
Oh, should I go say hello?
Felix.
Probably not.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna have to put a stop to both of you because Felix, I know you know what you're doing. Kira, little less certain on you. Either way, bad idea. We're not doing this.
Oh, okay, that hurts.
It's coming from a place of love and caring, surely.
I'm not sure it is.
See, the problem is, under normal circumstances, I would probably take offense to that. But I don't know whether or not you're wrong. Anyways.
Well, they turned around, so I don't think they noticed him.
That
don't
is
know
a
if they
point in our favor.
Know what I look like.
Well, I would certainly hope not. I feel like we did a pretty decent job getting in and out pretty quick. The only people who would have seen our faces would be the remaining members of Nightshade, and I find it unlikely that they have been caught.
Well, to that point, you might want to wear like a cloak or something while we're traveling, at least.
No, I actually think he should do the opposite. Just act like you have nothing to hide.
Right. I actually was thinking the same thing. It
Act
would
as
be almost
normal
more
as humanly
suspicious.
possible.
Yes.
Like you just don't even exist. You're just an NPC.
What
The
is an
hell is that?
NPC?
Don't worry about it.
Is that like a Freyan
Yes.
beast?
Yes.
I've never heard of it before.
Uh,
Well, we should at least do something to, like, if someone were to look at the wanted poster and you, they wouldn't put two
But they
and
don't
two
know what he
together.
looks like. So how can a wanted poster have his identity?
I don't know. We should just do something different with his hair or something.
no one's touching my hair.
Not cutting it or anything. Maybe just put it in a bun, or it's long enough.
I probably have something we could dye it with too.
Maybe. Theo, did the gods say anything about the others that we left behind?
I heard them say something about 3 Nightshade members being spotted, but I'm not sure if they were caught or not.
Surely they got out. They're clever.
Well, if they had failed to escape, I would have doubted their capabilities. So, I'm fairly sure we can rest easy knowing that they have likely exited the city. But it's also interesting to note that they're being actively searched for by the Empire. I thought they were more ingrained. That they might actually just be vigilantes.
It is a bit curious.
Maybe that's just what they tell the guards to keep the people thinking that they're doing something about it.
Distinctly possible.
Could be. The things that Dr. Ostroth were doing, if it got out, the full story, I don't think there would be much sympathy for the Empire anymore.
Probably not.
We may be in less trouble in Tin than I initially thought. Not that we should not exercise the necessary amount of caution, but the fact that the Empire may not be bearing down upon us puts me a little bit more at ease with the
Bigger fish
situation.
to fry.
Right.
potentially. But if
Something to still keep an eye on.
if Ostroth is keeping tabs on where his agents are in the field, if you will, and if he is in 10 and he feels as though I'm getting close, could make things rather interesting in the city.
All hypotheticals that we will discover upon our entry into 10.
Either way, I do think you need to look slightly different. Can I try something?
It depends.
No dyeing, no cutting, just braids.
Braids.
His hair isn't long enough to put it into braids.
It might be.
Yes,
I've got some fluff.
Mm-hmm.
well, certainly, but you don't have the length for it.
Well,
You could do a little, like, man bun, I suppose.
Just let me try.
sure, we've got 2 days to kill. Why not?
Just grow out some more.
Yeah, it's not that deep.
So I'm going to try to like do like 2 side braids, one on either side into like a top bun with his
Mhm.
hair.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to find like a picture of it because there are stuff, but it's like it looks they all have like the shaved side, and he doesn't have shaved side, so it's like that, but with very like Viking-esque looking hair, but with shorter hair.
So like just the braids on the sides and then pulling the fluff back as well.
Yeah,
Nice.
into like a
You don't
top.
need to roll for it. It's just a cool hairstyle.
Yeah.
You know how to braid.
Well, how do I look?
Not like Freya, not like a Freyan, but
You would need beard for that.
Good luck with that. To myself.
It's
Yeah.
almost too elegant.
yeah, fuck it. Let's go with it for a little bit.
I could make it messier.
Nah.
No, he needs his dexterity.
This is true.
Meanwhile, the DM is over here like, who needs Dex?
That should at least get someone to think twice about looking at you.
Hopefully.
Certainly if you've never worn this hairstyle before.
Although, you know, I'm not necessarily adverse to people looking at me.
Alright.
Oh, brother.
The whole point is to get people not to look at you. Or to stare too hard.
Might be hard for some people.
Oh, Jesus.
It does kind of look like a hairstyle someone would wear if they were trying to hide their actual hairstyle.
It's maybe too obvious.
No, it's fine. Fuck it, let's do it.
Could braid your hair, Theo.
No, don't
It
touch
just
my
looks like
hair.
I'm not your hair, Theo.
You want to braid?
Well, it's
Well,
Alright.
Freyan braid.
kind of just up.
That's true. You were a bun.
I like your hair.
Thanks.
You could have very pretty braids though, with how long it is. Very
It seems like
intricate ones too.
That seems like a lot of work.
Trust me, it is.
Well, you braided my hair. It's only fair that sometime in the future I return the favor. Thyra?
The braid in my hair.
He's right. He's right.
She looks at it. I don't do much with my hair besides put it in a braid.
I didn't do
That's-
much else with mine.
Except when we did the party, but that was just putting it up. So I'm not really into that sort of thing. Though I like doing it to other people. It feels cool on the fingers.
Well, the offer's on the table. In case you don't want to do it yourself.
Can you braid?
Of course I can. It's so
Insight
simple.
check.
We're
Sure. Roll an insight.
Cool.
Oh gosh. That's a natural 18 for an 18.
Oh, wow.
Well, I got a 21 for what I rolled, so
He's really hard to read,
That's really
Thyra.
hard to read. She just gives you a raised eyebrow. I guess we shall see.
I'll just go back to looking out,
All right.
chasing the horizon.
It is quite beautiful as the hills turn back into just nice plains. Forests. Well, a pretty dense forest looks like it's coming up pretty soon. Much larger than you've seen so far. But it's very almost Skyrim-y with the big rocky mountains and all of like the evergreen trees. Turns into nice plains with a few little patches of farmland.
Real quick at some point,
Yes.
I'll get Theo's attention. Hey Theo, got a question.
Of course.
I can't remember if my memory is so bad. Listen, I can't remember if you've done this before. Are you able to talk to people over great distances?
Mhm.
Are you able to do that today?
Yeah. Anytime.
A little nervous. Uh-oh. It's a pack of wolves. I was hoping at some point to get a word back to, Helena in Mythera. Just wanted to give her an update on, my journey, if you will.
Of course. I just have a limit of 25 words.
25.
More or less.
Oh my. Oh, what would I even say in 25 words? And you have to say it, right?
Yeah. So you can write it down. It's just a matter of, drawing out the sigils. There's not enough room for more.
25. All right, I'll think on it. I'll come up with something.
Whenever you're ready.
Thank you.
All right. Anything else as the sun gets lower in the sky? It's not quite sunset yet. But dusk begins to settle in. Anything else anyone wishes to do this evening?
I'll keep working on trying to decipher that note.
Okay. Roll an intelligence check with your proficiency modifier.
10.
10. It's really tricky. But you've made already pretty good work, at least on that first go around, where you begin to just clean up some things. You begin to piece together words, and small little pieces of maybe what the letter really means to say. Something about assistance of my flesh. A patronly grasp. Digging into something. Under venom. A woman singing and some sort of debt.
At some point, I actually need to find Theo again. Forgot. Theo, another question. I don't have that letter yet, but I'm working on it. I have something else. My sister's firearm. I believe it might be enchanted.
Oh. I
I
can
was wondering if you could take a look at it.
take a look at it.
I will present Theo Morgan's pew pew gun.
I,
Okay.
put on my glasses, my goggles.
Gonna ritually cast Identify on the weapon?
Aw,
All right.
dang.
Well, there's no, like, straight up magic. But you can see that because of the quality of this weapon and the maintenance, it is a +1.
Oh.
And the bullets within, with a mix of casting, detect magic, or whatever you have, the bullets are also count as magical. The 4 bullets inside of this one. It's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
I will place
Oh.
it in your inventory as well.
Nice.
Oh, it's already there. Go look.
So what secrets does it hold?
Well, it's not technically magic, but it might as well be. It's a really well crafted weapon. I think it might hurt people more than, when normal one of these would do.
Interesting. Thank you. Thank you again.
And whenever you have that note ready.
Yes. It's hard putting everything into just 25 words. Because then I also have to consider that you'll probably have to explain like who you are, like, oh hey, it's Theo, speaking on Milo's behalf. And that's gonna eat like 10 words.
I can also do it a couple times. So more like 75 words.
Nice. I'll keep that in mind, but I'll try to keep it concise.
That's it from me.
All right. Nearing about the point where you all would bed down. Ashe, you notice something through erudite that catches your eye. Coming down the road towards you, is this almost familiar looking person. Draped in loose robes, sort of bundled up, sort of in a cozy manner because of the chill weather. Carrying what looks to be a walking stick adorned with different kinds of baubles. As they get closer, you do see this old Firbolg woman. Long gray hair pulled back into this kind of half up, loose bun. Very large, deep blue eyes. Adorning her are all sorts of like jewelry made up of different kinds of iridescent shells. And on her walking stick, those same shells adorn the sort of driftwood staff. She looks very similar to that of the druids that you've seen at the south.
And that's ahead of us?
Yeah. Just kind of following the road down.
Alright. Can we catch up?
Hitching up.
Yeah.
To who? Do we all see like up ahead?
Eventually, this is through erudite, so far up ahead. But eventually you do see this old, almost like grandmother-looking figure in these colorful, loose robes, just slowly walking down.
Friend or potential ally?
Yes. Very much so. Unusual to see one of them here, though. As we sort of draw closer, Ashe will hop out and sort of light jog up. Excuse me.
Look, kind of blinks for a moment and then looks up at you. She's a little bit shorter than you are. But... Yes?
You wouldn't happen to know of the Wayfinders, would you?
She kind of brightens slightly at the name. Yes, I would.
I'm Ashe Kinsliff.
I have heard of you. funny our paths meet out here.
I would tend to agree, given the sort of circumstances before us.
It would. Were you here for a reading, or did you just want to say hi?
Truthfully, both wouldn't sound bad at the moment.
Well then, of course. You have a place to sit?
We have a cart. Would that suffice?
It would.
What was your name, by the way?
Oh, I am Serena.
Do I recognize this person?
Make a history check with advantage.
Oh, that's really good. 25.
25. You haven't met her directly yet,
Mhm.
but you do remember her being one of the oldest of the druids. Not nearly as old as any of the turtles, but in practice among the elders. She's very powerful. Her readings are said to be very insightful.
I do believe I recall hearing that name in the past. I am quite humbled to be within your presence. And if I may offer apologies to yourself and the rest for my actions.
It is quite all right.
Incidentally, we intend to find our way back once we have resolved our business within the Empire to seek a bit of enlightenment, perhaps.
Well, then that would just be the place to go.
I would agree. Come. I will have you meet the rest.
And the rest of you see this up close. Old Firbolg woman. You see up her arms these very tiny, like stick and poke, intricate tattoos crawling up her arms and below, beyond her robes, of these tiny little constellations crawling up them.
Oh.
She finds a place to sit, legs crossed on the ground, or at least on the floor of the cart.
Okay, everyone. This is Serena.
Sorry, I spelled it wrong. Serena.
Serena?
Serena.
Ah. She is an elder druid of the Wayfinders. These are the same people I was going to take you all to see down south. I would, if you do not all mind, I would have you all pay close attention, and if any of you have any questions for a reading, do not hesitate.
It's a pleasure, and I'm sure an honor to meet you. What do you mean by reading?
A fortune. If you need insight on where you've been, where you're going, that is what we do.
Feel like we could all use a little bit of that.
Oh, Please, take a seat. And she pulls out this, almost like looking into a lagoon, a crystal ball of that super clear teal color, and places it on the cart, but then looks up at the sky and sees the overcast clouds, and instead pulls out a deck of cards and shuffles them briefly. Now tell me, what are you interested in gaining insight to?
Felix, the floor is yours. If anybody needs it, it's you.
Feel like we all need it. But if I'm to be the guinea pig, sure. Oh my. Insight. Thinks for a moment, scratching his head.
If you need some examples, I can provide.
Sure.
Well, sometimes people need a single question answered, in which case we can answer it with a single card. Or if you're looking to gain insight on your past, present, and future, or a certain problem or situation that you find yourself stuck in, there are many other options, like trying to discern the state of your mind, your body, and your spirit. Or if you're just looking for insight on love or any other relationship.
Given more casual circumstances, I think I would take you up on that last one. That sounds fun, but I think what might serve me best is a look into my past, present, and future. It might provide the most answers, casting a wide net, if you will.
All right then. Please place your hands out in front of you. And she shuffles through the cards once more and lays them out in front of you. Go ahead and pick your first one for your past. I'd like you to roll a d20.
Oh, God. All right. Natural 20.
All right. You draw the anvil. Upon the card is a beautiful constellation depicting that of an anvil, the lines drawn between the stars, and an ethereal hammer coming down upon it. But it comes in reversed.
Oh.
The anvil. Seems your past was left incomplete, or left you without closure. That harmony that you wished to have wasn't there for you. Instead of having control over the creation of your new life, it was destroyed. Pick your next card.
Oh, boy. 14.
14. you draw the butterfly.
Aw.
The butterfly. Moving on from your incomplete past, you've been given a new chance, a new beginning. While the butterfly represents death in a way, it's a new start for you. To move past that loss early in your life. This is the time for you to make positive changes towards your future. And draw your third card.
Okay. Third one. 11.
11. Okay. You draw the spider.
Oh.
Your future seems written into fate already. A cycle that will come to a close. That positive change you're making now seals your fate. But you're in control. Finally being able to repair the broken past. You have any questions?
Wow. I don't think so. But I appreciate the insight. These words of wisdom. Although I am concerned at the spider for my future, I can't help but fear that we might be going into the spider's web, so to speak, in 10.
Do you hold fear for the future?
Yes. A lot of fear. Fear of loss, mostly.
Well, I don't see there's much to fear. As that control you hold now help you take charge of those fears and help you conquer them. It seems you are in good company.
Sometimes. No, they are all wonderful. Wouldn't be here without them.
Good. Seems they're ingrained into your destiny now.
Thank you. Again.
Of course. Anyone else? You, Mr. Kinsliff?
Perhaps.
And please sit. So you know how this goes?
I know enough of my past at this point. What I need is to understand what the path forward requires of me.
Path forward. How in depth of a situation are you facing?
Quite existential, all things considered. I've been corrupted by a dark power.
Well, let's dig into this. She shuffles the cards again and lays them out before you. Pick your first of 3.
I'll take the second one.
Oh, I mean, like, pick your first of a set of 3 cards.
Per set of 3 cards.
Yes.
Haha.
Yes.
4.
4. Okay.
Do you want me to do all of them at once, or?
Sure.
15. And 18.
4, 15, 18. Okay. The first card you pull is the Mother card. Odd. Normally associated with growth and sort of a natural aspect to things. Though there is always the chance of a smothering or an emptiness within the card. A struggle between growing past whatever's happened to you and that void left within. Let's see. She flips your second card, which is the Fox. Fox signifies an addiction of a sort of vice. While it's playful and doesn't seem to want to harm you, at least not immediately, holding on to it will certainly begin a spiral. Devolve into something worse than it is. A lack of self-control. Holding you back from your potential. And then flips over the third card. The Elephant. Reversed. And this, a lack of balance, a push into an extreme of signifying a maybe a push out of your control to take it back in. Leaning into the excess to find the power to bring it back to center. This deep turmoil within you. Maybe it would be best to, if you need all the guidance you can get, to return back. Maybe you can take this as you will and follow that thread until its very end, beyond the point of return. So that whatever lies beyond may free you.
Thank you.
Of course. Any of you ladies wish for the same?
I'll go sit down in front of her.
What
Is
is
there
this
an-
goal?
Are there any questions you have?
I guess about past, but not my past. I guess it would be my future. I want to learn about the past. I guess how I would get there.
How you'd get to the past? I don't much do readings lingering on the past. But we can certainly try. Then the same shuffle and spreads out the cards. You can just choose one. One? Okay.
Wait, no, I haven't rolled.
Oh,
I take
like
one.
choose one. Oh, okay.
Uh,
Roll.
14.
14. You too. Get the butterfly. This again is a symbol of death and rebirth. Sort of a something to move forward from. But I guess you always start with the dead, right? When learning about the future. Pull another.
Well,
You draw the eagle. The eagle, a symbol of truth. A push and pull, a cause and effect of sort. Well, I guess within the dead lies your answers. The cycle of history, as you will. And she looks down at your hands, a sort of archaeologist of sorts.
Mhm.
And you're already very familiar with what I'm saying. Finding the cycles, the same repeating events. That in itself will lay out the truth for you. Apologies, I never look backwards.
and 18.
An 18? The elephant again. Elephant signifies a patience that needs to be held. Walking the middle path in a search to find greater meaning within things. Maybe for you, walking the path between life now and the past dead. Finding the threshold of where the veil begins. Maybe communing with the dead in this case. As she sort of looks down at your spell book at your side. Being a mediator between the truth held by the souls of the deceased and what the knowledge we currently hold today.
Thank you.
She bows her head. Sort of waits a moment in case either of the sisters want to speak up.
This is your chance for family counseling.
Well. And Ashe will snap, and Erudite will appear on his shoulder. While I have you, this one came to me one day.
Hmm. So looks up and reaches into the deck and pulls out the eagle card, or the owl card. Constellation erudite. Maybe a symbol of knowledge. A manifestation, a sense of willpower, desire within yourself manifesting into this beautiful owl.
I think it offered me its help.
Like, spoke to you.
Yes.
It bears wisdom from a higher power. See, we follow the stars above for a reason. They guide us. And if this three-eyed owl, the rest of you don't see the third eye, but Ashe, you look up and there's an eye above it. That looks like a sign from erudite to me.
Curiouser and curiouser. I appreciate your input.
Of course. She begins placing her things away.
Another important question. What is one of the eldest members of the Wayfinders doing this far from home?
I sensed turmoil. A troubled souls, troubled minds. I followed the feeling. We're here to guide people. There seem to be a lot of wandering, lost souls in these parts nowadays.
Sort of looks over to Felix. It doesn't sound off. But how does that impact the grand scheme?
Well, again, our goal is to guide I was called here by the stars, and here I am. Haven't stopped to question.
Not that I'm doubting your skill or anything, but how do the stars tell you something?
It's an ancient tradition. It's hard to put my finger on it. But there's this nudge in directions and pulls toward fate that I can't quite describe. The forces all around us led us to the sky. And we've been following ever since.
What we practice is the ability to interpret that unspeakable astral force and make tangible sense of whatever knowledge it hides.
It's fascinating. Really.
Hopefully you'll meet more of us one day. We scatter the islands to the south.
I was planning on returning back to Gornund to discuss what has happened and to seek aid for other fellow members of our group here. Tell me, is he well?
He is. Though old in his age, he is as wise as ever.
It'll be some time,
Oh, sorry. Keep going, Sean.
but we will return. Eventually.
I'm glad to hear it.
I think this entire time through the readings, Thyra has been completely stoic. Arms crossed, simply just observing. No commentary, no twitch of the face, no nothing, just a straight observing. And I think as she's about to fully leave the cart, may I ask a question?
Yes, certainly.
I have no use for your card's insight of my past, for I relive it every night. Nor do I need a reading of my future, because I don't have a hope for one. I simply need something clarified of the present. If your card could do that.
It can. She goes and sits back down in the cart.
How do I become stronger? How can I endure this storm inside me, yet let others be lost to it?
Roll a d20.
A 1.
1. You pull the lily. The lily is a symbol of innocence, purity. But it can also represent loss of innocence too soon, recklessness, a feeling of being taken advantage of. Maybe the path to make yourself stronger is to reclaim that innocence lost. Reconnect with that spirit.
I'm afraid that innocence is probably lost forever.
Nothing is lost forever. It is simply misplaced.
I think at that, like 2 seconds later, I think it's just a kind of a dead silence, and everyone's just kind of like, whoa, things just got deep. And I think a very light snowfall starts to happen around the cart. But not in a scared way, but in a, I don't know. And I wouldn't even say peaceful, but just picturesque sort of way.
Mhm.
And I'll go sit back down.
She looks over at you, Valkyra. The last one to not have had a reading. You're muted. His mic unplugged. I don't know if you could hear that.
Oh, we did. The vague shouting in the background. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Womp, 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 womp. You were saying?
I'm fine.
Done with that? I shall depart.
Thank you.
Of course. Hope to see you all back at the islands.
Indeed.
She turns and you see her frail figure begin walking away. Continuing down the road. At this point, the sun is beginning to set. You probably have like another hour or two of travel if you wish to keep pushing, but you're welcome to bed down here if you wish.
Let's keep going.
All right.
We'll go for the last hour and then
Yep.
start setting up camp.
All right. Push on a few more miles. The chill of the evening setting in. You do eventually stumble upon a pretty decent place to rest. It looks like a few other people, traders, wanderers, travelers, beginning to set up in the same area. So you're not completely alone out here. Not many guards out at this hour. But a pretty safe place to sleep. See the forest sort of to your north and south off the road. Is there anything anyone wishes to do before going to bed?
Yes, Milo.
Yes.
If it's all the same to you, I can go ahead and complete the enchantment process this evening.
Right, for the other firearm.
Yes.
Sure. Seems to already hold some semblance of an enchantment that's not going to obstruct it in any way, right?
I'll need to take a closer look.
Sure. Present Morgan's firearm.
The material's a lot finer. But I don't foresee any issues. I'll just have to change up my methodology a bit. It shouldn't be too difficult.
All right. Have at
Good.
it.
I certainly shall.
All right. Then are you taking first watch to complete this?
Yeah, so I mean, I'll be up for how long did it take the first time? It was it was around 3 hours, right?
Yeah, you'll probably get this done in the same amount of time.
Okay. Then
It'll take
yeah,
your full watch.
I'll have Erudite keep an eye out while I perform my work.
All right. Roll a perception check for Erudite and roll a dexterity or intelligence check for you.
Yes. Well, Erudite got the nat 20, which is a little bit upsetting. But you know what? It's okay. Not even mad. So it's a 23 for the perception.
Please.
Straight intelligence, huh?
You can add your proficiency modifier.
So it's only a 12.
12.
It's a little faint.
It's taking longer than you wished it would. Something about it, you're unsure what's going on with your head tonight, but it's just taking much longer to get these engravings, and you might only get maybe 3/4 done by the time you have to go to sleep.
Damn. Right. An ongoing project.
But Erudite doesn't spot much. You see little flocks of bats roaming in the woods nearby, some birds looking like they're trying to find a place to settle for the evening. Distant sound of wolves, but the amount of people nearby would surely deter any that wish to come closer.
Cool deal.
Yeah. Who's next watch?
Sure.
Okay. make a perception check, Valkyra.
16.
16. Pretty good. You don't get as much of a bird's eye view. But looking around, you just see some merchants carrying, well, indistinguishable items at the moment as their carts. Horses grazing nearby. One small family of travelers. A few shiny bits here and there that you can see sticking out of pouches, but nothing of
What?
extreme danger.
Okay.
Is there anything you wish to do during your watch?
There's nothing to do. She'll just fiddle with little ring that she's kept around with her.
Mhm.
Just sort of fiddling with it.
Mhm.
That's that.
All right. Last watch of the evening.
I'll take it.
All right. A perception check.
This has been rolling so well today. 15?
It's pretty much the same as Valkyra. It looks like some of the travelers that have dogs with them begin rousing, taking their early morning potty breaks. One kind of runs over and sniffs you, the only other person awake.
Good searches.
Big, shaggy, sort of working dog. Just nuzzles in and give it little scratches for it. Runs away, kind of trips on a stump in the road and keeps running. Disappears and probably takes a poop in the forest. Yep. It's a pretty peaceful early morning. That soft mist sets in. It's very peaceful. You hear the morning doves begin crying out. The rest of the travelers nearby begin rousing, packing up their stuff. That small family, the parents seem to pick up their kids and load them into the cart so they can continue sleeping as they travel. Was there anything you wished to do?
How far away from the other groups?
You've put some good distance between you and them. The closest one is probably like 25, 30 feet away.
I'll just keep trying to decode the note then.
Okay. Roll another intelligence with Prof.
11.
You're kind of hitting like a stump here. You still see those bits. You kind of second guess yourself for a moment and think that there's the word soul somewhere in that first line next to assistance and flesh and something about mortuum, a toll, something about a chorus. It's starting to really get mumbled together.
After having no more luck with that, I will put the note down and take out my journal. Take out the skull, but like, kind of so he's still in the bag.
Okay. Okay.
And I'll write, do you have an experience decoding secret messages?
Yes.
You asked a random stranger?
No, I
the
asked
skull.
the skull.
Oh, the skull! I was like, who the hell are you talking to?
I'll copy the note into the book.
Okay. Sort of ponders for a moment. The pen kind of taps against the paper and then begins to write out, piecing together the sort of mumble that you have here. Take assistance of my flesh. Carry my patronly grasp. Dig into the dead, under the knife and venom. The woman sings a chorus, a debt in coin ode.
Thanks for that. Do you know what it means?
No.
Something to tell Felix about, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Did you, or can you overhear that reading?
Yes.
What did you think about it?
I'm not one to believe that sort of false science. But it was interesting.
I think I'm on the right track then.
Me too.
And I'll keep working on those spells.
Okay.
The rest of them watch.
All right. As the sun rises over the rest of you, waking up to that brisk morning air, the sun does peek through the clouds today. It's not super gloomy as it normally is. Sunlight is a nice change of pace. But that's where we can take a quick break. Yeah. Take a break.
Oh boy. Okay.
Dawn rises. It's a very peaceful morning, but Theo, as you wait for the others to wake up, that sound of morning birds mixes with the cawing. hear an aggressive flutter of wings. As that cawing grows closer, you see this flock of ravens begin descending upon you.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh no.
Oh, great.
Valkyra,
Oh, fuck.
you awaken to the feeling of hundreds of feathers over your body, small pecks and claws, not outright hurting you. But the rest of you see this swarm of ravens clustering around her, flying and
Can I cast Ray of Frost? at
Yeah,
the ravens?
jumping up, trying to swat him away.
I'm
Right.
after them.
Do I have an idea of what's happening though? Like, how do I just?
you open your eyes and the ravens they're not hurting you, they're just aggressively trying to get your attention.
Okay.
Their bodies are whole, they're not like the brambles
Yeah.
and branches.
Theo
Oh,
cast
what?
campfire.
Campfire.
Wait! Don't do anything.
You sort of
Are you
swat
okay?
them. As you all swat them away, they begin to settle and land just surrounding Valkyra.
What the?
Is this another new trick?
I didn't do this.
One of them begins to hop forward, slightly larger than the rest. Looks up at you, and there's a slight shine within the eyes. And it seems to be carrying something in its beak.
Oh.
I will grab it. I'll reach down carefully and grab it. It's all
You
happened
grab
so fast.
a small slip of paper. It is covered in beak marks and tears, and it looks like it's been battered with snow and rain. Very not well taken care of. But it seems to be a letter.
How the fuck? How did you find me?
Sort of like shrugs at you.
Really
Very
shrug.
You ever seen a bird
Thanks.
shrug before?
Very
Very sassy.
raven.
Yeah, very sassy raven.
there's like flutters.
Thank you.
Just kind of waits impatiently for you.
Oh, I'm supposed to read this now.
This is a sassy raven.
Yeah, this is a very sassy
Like,
raven.
I got asked
it's-
you all this
it's
way,
on tip.
bitch. You need to read this right now.
It's put its hands on its hips. I will open it and look at it.
All right.
God,
Would
it's gonna
you
be-
rather this be in private?
Or
I would like to choose whether or not I refer this to the rest of the party.
Okay. Would you like me to read it out loud
No,
and send it to you,
no,
or just send
no.
it to you?
I would like you to
Just
send it to me.
Just send.
You see a letter.
Uh-huh. You have been accepted to the Hogwarts School of
Yeah.
Witchcraft.
You're a wizard,
No.
Valkyra.
damn it!
We were waiting for that.
Yet another multi-class.
Yeah.
Mm.
Here's your free level up.
Damn it. Fuck, you're such a Gryffindor too.
The ravens kind of look up at the rest of you, waiting.
I'll throw some crackers on the ground. For the
A
one
bunch of them
closest
just like
to me.
flock in for really fast, trying to fight for them.
Exceptional.
Valkyra like sits down. Okay.
What's it say?
It doesn't matter. I will look to the very expressive Raven. Can you take one back?
It caws at you.
I'm gonna take that as a yes.
Ah!
Theo, you have pens, right? You have inked and quill?
Yeah. You don't?
Not on me, no.
What a
I
backhand
hand her a
comment.
Why would this warrior
Why
woman
would you
have
have a
inks
pen?
and quills? Because she doesn't fucking have any books! So do you give me one?
Yeah.
Okay. I will... I will send the message to you,
Okay.
and you see Valkyra starts to very hastily write on, like, the back of it. Assuming we don't have our own pen, like, paper and mail. Do we have our own stuff? Do you have your own stuff that we could send? Theo?
I mean, I got my map kit.
Yeah,
I got
I'd
parchment.
pull out some paper as well.
Hand your brother out real quick. Thanks. Okay. Valkyra will write.
Ew.
Birds kind of look impatient as they're.
These birds
The
got
very sassy bird is waiting
this,
very intently.
like tapping its toe, its foot.
Yeah, it's
Like
I summon
kind
got
of
it.
like gives a side eye to the rest of you.
I
it's like,
summon
"Bruh,
Erudite and send him into the flock.
The rest of them kind of bounce back.
Mayhem.
Let the fight begin.
I'd
It's
like,
like a
to
ton
have,
of-
like
It's like a ton of bees fighting like a single hornet.
Hello, bees.
Yeah, they start like chattering at Erudite. Like, what the
Yo,
fuck?
stupid.
It's
night,
totally
bitch.
it's totally the Pixar short with the bird on the wire.
Oh yeah.
It's not like, dude, what are you doing here?
could I have like knelt down next to one and like I'm just like saying hello to it, trying to get it to like repeat my words.
You're thinking of crows and never mind.
Thinking of a parrot.
Roll an
This is
animal
a girl.
handling check.
I'm pretty sure ravens and crows are capable of talking.
Are they?
I'm
Very
Crows,
mild
yes.
mimicry.
Ravens,
Pretty
I'm
sure.
not sure.
The ravens 100% can talk. They're better than parrots, I think.
Really?
Well, Felix doesn't know the difference between a raven and a
Freaking
crow,
whoa.
so he's trying anyways.
Huh. Yeah, sure enough.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Oh, is that animal handling?
Oh shit! Sorry, I was taking a bite of my wing. Animal
Don't-
handling.
don't-
Yeah,
don't
I was
eat
very
birds.
I'm sorry, I'm
insensitive to
sorry.
eat in front of birds.
Don't eat the bird.
Animal handling,
Mhm.
not good. That's a 4.
You try to say hello to it, it's just like, "Arr, arr, arr." I've just had to steal some of your breakfast, though.
I gladly share.
At what point does Valkyra finish writing her letter?
Uh,
Now. Sweet.
And like, about how many are there?
Okay. There's like a good dozen. Just hanging out. Maybe a little bit more. Just large flock.
In my
See,
head, I was
here's the
thinking
thing.
like,
Is
like
this handwritten?
50.
What?
This is a handwritten note, I assume.
Yes.
No, it's printed.
Okay, so
And
very
printing press, you heard
important
of it?
question, Very important question. Does it
Yeah,
look
what's
at all like this person's handwriting?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll give it back.
Okay.
Bring
It kind
back
of
to-
snatches it out of your hand and
Just bring it back to her. Quick.
Oh,
it looks up at you and caws before flying away, and the rest come flying after, disappearing above the trees, flying northward.
As soon as Valkyra will trace them with her eyes as they leave, and as soon as they're out of view,
One straggler that Felix was sharing breakfast with kind of a little bit late to the party, but flies away.
there's
too.
a very heavy eye to Thyra before she looks at the rest of everyone.
What the hell? She'll just stare back
Without-
with raised eyebrows, being like, "What?"
that is one way to start the morning.
That's never happened to me before. But I guess I've never been that far from home. It was from home. Though I don't entirely know how it managed to find me.
Who is it from?
Mairi.
Say that again. Sorry.
Mairi.
Myri. I know that?
Myre.
Do I know that name? Who the heck is that?
You would remember her to be another girl from the village about Kira's age. They went through their coming of age ceremonies at about the same time.
Mm.
They're always, you and Myra's family were always very close. So you're very familiar with her parents as well.
See, yeah, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't have spent much time with her, obviously, because you
Yeah.
fucked off into the middle of nowhere and
Okay,
murdered
I
millions of
didn't.
people,
Allegedly.
allegedly. What about the murder she committed? What murder?
Did a lot. Okay, move on.
But yes,
Why would she be ratting you now? And how in the world did she find you?
I have no idea, but it's impressive.
Is she okay?
She will be soon. As soon as those ravens get back. That's
Kira,
fine.
I know this is your business, but I'm tired of keeping secrets between each other.
She's kind of mine. And I'm kind of hers.
Eyebrow raise.
What? What do you mean?
Oh dear God. Forget it.
This is the problem, Kira.
We have places
I'm
to be.
trying. Kira, I'm trying here. Okay?
We have places to be.
I understand that, Kira. But this isn't helping. You want me to be a better sister,
I just
a
told
better
you.
person? I'm trying, Kira.
I just told you.
No, you didn't. You're speaking in vague terms like you always do. Never given me a real straight answer.
I want to talk.
Yes, Kira, I do. Lay it on me. Tell me how you really feel about me. Don't hold back.
Jesus fucking Christ.
As long as you two don't start swinging at each other.
I'm not going to force the others to deal with this.
They won't have to if we try to settle this ourselves.
What is there to settle?
That's what I'm trying to figure out, Kira. You obviously have a hatred for me.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay.
Look, I know I took you from home. I didn't tell you the truth. I can't change what I did in the past. And I've said sorry 1,000 times up to this point. So I don't know what more you want from me besides trying to be here for you. Besides, I know you won't go back home. But I'm not strong enough to right now.
That's fine. I'm not making you. I haven't wanted to make you. And
Don't hold back, Kira.
when you told me everything about your friend that you had, I wrote something because I left. And she pulls out this she pulls out the fucking map that you gave her of Storstead. And she flips it over. And that's where the writing is on it. Where is it? Oh god, I gotta find it now. It's been a minute. It's been a few sessions. It starts with, I'm sorry. I needed to figure things out. And I can't wait very long. To Ashe, thank you for helping teach me magic. It was something I've always wanted to do. And for having faith in me that I could be better. Theo, you're the little sister I wish I wanted. Yeah. You're the little sister that I wish I had so that I could have been the big sister. To Milo, it says, because he was still Milo at that point. She wrote this, what she was saying is just she wrote it when she left.
Yeah.
Yep. You were the first person to know me better than anyone else before I even knew myself and what I could be, an angel. And to Thyra, I know you'll want to come after me. I know you'll want to save me. But if you care about what our family is and what our blood meant, then you'll know what codes and honor and commands are. So I command you to heal yourself. To make yourself better, and when you are ready, you will come and you will save me. V.
Sorry. The Rangers are in the background. They just scored. If you heard my father.
I still want you to heal yourself before you do anything. That was read out loud.
I'm gonna try,
I know.
but I don't know how.
I know. But you'll figure it out. You always have.
I think that's my biggest lie of all. Fooling you thinking I have had everything figured out.
Well, you have a plan now, so you can stick to it.
Look, I know you have some sort of destiny, as you said the other night. But whereas fate has given you powers beyond my imagination from moments of your life that she's trying not to say you have died in front of the others. And that's what she's trying to like say around you.
Sorry, what was it you were trying to say?
She's trying to like insinuate to your knowledge the moments you have died without saying it out loud in front of the others.
Mm.
But fate has never rewarded me in any way. And while you have been so blessed with recklessness, to a degree I want you to keep. The one time I got to be reckless, well, it wasn't my life that paid the price for it. I have to be cautious, Kira.
That's fine. I wouldn't have died if I was cautious myself. Oh, fuck, right. That's gonna set someone off.
I was
Oh,
gonna say it.
shit. Talk about Valkyra's low wisdom. That's my low wisdom modifier too, goddamn.
Ashe pops a blood
I
vessel.
already I already knew. You already told Felix, right?
You already told
Yeah,
Felix,
already-
yes. I
already
did
told
tell
Felix.
Felix.
Your recklessness has brought you to different ends. I just hope you learned something from them now.
I don't feel like the next one I'll become more powerful. I feel like that might have been the last one.
I would hope.
What do you mean you would hope?
I would hope you wouldn't die again.
Oh.
Look, we are two sides of a coin, Kira. You, an angel, bringing light and warmth into the world. Me, a monster in the dark. The cold dark. That is
Yeah.
what fate has given us.
There wouldn't be shadow without light. And no light without shadow. We good?
We're good.
Okay. All right. Claps our hand together. We have places to be, people. Let's go. Right, guys?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I concur. I just want to say I'm very proud of you both.
Yay!
I'm impressed at the current lack of bloodshed.
Are you disappointed? I'm a little disappointed.
I would be more disappointed if you had lashed out.
Okay, fair enough.
This was progress. We love to
By
see
the way,
it.
I'd like to let it be known, this whole time, Valkyra's eyes are now yellow. Like, glowing yellow, the way that, like, 24/7. They have been since she... I just want to make it, like, if it was a huge surprise that's what's been happening with her. That's just how her eyes have been.
So then.
Yep.
Felix.
Hmm?
You'll have to forgive me. I was distracted by my own thoughts last night. I wasn't able to complete the enchantment.
It's all right. We have time.
We do. I only need about an hour and a half to complete everything else.
Sure.
In the meantime, I would recommend not using it. Just as a safety precaution.
Will it explode?
I'm not going to rule out the possibility.
Can we try it?
No.
Damn it.
That's the recklessness part, Kira.
That won't... Okay.
And this firearm technically isn't my own. While I'll utilize it to its fullest capabilities, I do intend to return it to Morgan once I see her again.
Well,
Did you
she'll
enchant it in that
back
case?
3/4 of the way, yes. I can't really turn back
Can't
now.
undo
It
it?
is a volatile device. In theory, yes, I could. That is an option. Though, the time being, while it is within our possession, I think it would be wise to complete it.
Much longer until we hit 10.
About a day.
This would be a longer day of travel, but you could hit 10 if you leave now at about 9 p.m.
Okay.
10
we're
p.m.
Boy, we're gonna be
We-
traveling for over 12 hours. Let's go.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
Otters.
long trek, but you could make it there today.
We gigaball.
We gigaball.
Okay.
That is
As we get
one
on
of
the cart,
the phrases of all time.
The gigaball. What up?
as
I'm
we get on the
gigaball.
cart, I'll just go up to Kira and give her a hug.
Oh.
Oh.
You're like the big sister I never had too.
Starts throwing up from wholesomeness. It's too much.
I'm
I
dying.
just-
Thyra doesn't
I
need a
just
hug.
knocked so much shit off my desk.
It's,
We'll get to it later.
you fell back with such a fury.
My knee slammed
Oh,
to
that's
the side
funny.
of it, and the entire thing shook.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's awful.
Thyra's fine. Thyra doesn't need a hug.
Thyra's okay.
Yeah, she's fine.
She's fine, right? Thyra's always fine. He's never had a problem once. I didn't mean to be super dramatic. I just thought I'd never see any of you again.
I'm glad you're here with us now.
Yeah, me too.
I'm glad you came back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like like came back. If you know what I mean, like
Yes, from the dead. Yes, I get it.
This is a lot.
You don't have to tell us now, but
All of the weird
At some
shit
point.
that I do. Do you think I just got that shit overnight?
Right. I figured.
Well, actually,
there was-
I did actually
Lord
get that shit
forgives.
overnight.
oh wait a
Ah.
minute, that is how that worked.
It is actually how that worked. Yeah.
So yes, we will talk about that later, as it
I
becomes
can-
relevant.
I can bring her in.
Who?
I mean, really
Kira,
quick
you
if we.
You don't have to.
No, she's fine. She loves company. She doesn't get to talk very much.
Well, we should maybe not do it out in the open with other people.
No. It's fine. She'll just sit down and look like another person.
Ah, I've seen her. She does not look like just another person.
Duly noted. All right, we will do this later.
Okay, let's go.
All right. You guys set off on your second day of travel. Just for fun, does anybody want to roll me a d20?
Fuck
roll
you.
I'll roll a D100 instead.
10.
10? Okay.
Hallia was so excited.
she had the D20 in her
Nice.
hand already.
I'm so
she,
excited.
she was so ready.
Bro, my
All
range
right.
is going so high.
It's a pretty nice day. It's not as cold as it's been. It is sunny today, which is very nice. Finally feeling the on your skin after days of cloudiness and mist, rain. It is a wonderful day. Birds chirping peacefully in the woods around you. All of the traders and travelers and all the others that were camped in your general vicinity resume their journeys as some accompanying you all on your way. Eventually you start seeing guards on patrol again, passing a small camp of guards that has been haphazardly put up, maybe for recent watch. But none seem to pay you much mind as you continue. The further you get along the road, about 3 hours in, almost around noontime, Theo. Just keeping a passive watch on the surroundings. Within the woods around you, you begin to see small, very faint light kind of hovering in different places. Small orbs catching the sunlight that beams through the leaves. Sort of half blending into the cool mists on the forest floor. Continue farther, and those orbs seem to elongate slightly. Ethereal looking shapes. And then you begin to see faces as they take shape. Looks like the visages of ancient soldiers, donned and beat up, rusted, destroyed armor.
Just Theo seeing this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The rest of you don't.
Oh, yeah, we're all just falling. You know,
Okay.
Oh God, Rick.
She's seeing dead people now.
Apparently.
She literally is. Quick, get the skull. Skull react to them.
They just
I-
seem to, as you notice them, their heads kind of trace the cart and watch you.
It's not. Don't love that.
Don't like that.
Don't love that. That's not great.
Less malicious and more curious as to why you see them.
Can you all see that?
See what?
Out there in the forest.
We look out into the forest.
Oh, the trees?
They're quite beautiful.
What do you see?
Hold on 1 minute. And I'll stop the cart and I'll jump out and go investigate.
Oh, what the fuck? I go with her.
Just gonna go talk.
I go with her. I'm jumping
Oh,
out
this
with
is a
her.
great idea.
I'm jumping out with her.
Oh,
What are you
Does
doing?
not have. a
Theo, where are you? Theo,
just- I'll stay with the cart.
it'll be fine. Just Theo, what are you doing?
You don't see them? The light and the faces?
No.
I trust you, and I know you well enough that I am going to believe what you are seeing is correct. But did you take more drugs?
Not recently.
Okay. So I'm gonna believe you. Though I do not see them.
I'll go further into the woods.
Yeah,
Fuck me.
she goes about
No, I'm
25
going with her.
feet
Fuck this bitch.
past the tree line. And you approach closer and you see the details within them. The same forms of old soldiers in armor that you've not seen by any guard as of late. Broken in, some caved in, almost like it's been battered with a mallet or. And then other figures, not in armor, but in sort of just casual dress almost. Some carrying pouches of whatever, maybe inside. Wearing blood-splattered uniforms. Almost like field medics. Well,
Oh wow.
and you approach one about 15 feet away, and its tall visage stares down at you.
Hello.
Cocks its head.
I'm Theo.
Theo.
Do I hear this? Do I
As you
hear
get
it?
closer, and it has addressed Theo, you see the very faint outline of this figure.
Have I ever seen any armor like that?
Make a history check.
Oh my. 30-20.
30-20. Although you haven't... Well... You've seen maybe 1 or 2 pieces of armor that look similar to this. Buried dead bodies in ruins outside of Sad. Not directly inside of the city. But you're unsure where they originated from. There is no trace of any
There's no
symbol.
insignia. There's no insignias. Does it look northern armor? Like a northern-ish
It
style
does...
armor?
No.
Or does it look
They were-
imperial?
They do look imperial.
Okay.
Though very, very old.
Let's make the assumption that these boys are from the first big Giga War that went down. DM?
What's your name?
I have no name.
Yo, they're dead ancient soldiers. Just
I got
need to
that.
be.
You fought in the war. The big war, didn't you?
It kind of creeps forward slightly.
Nope.
They must pay.
Oh no.
It's long over now. I'm not quite sure what happened. Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out, but everyone's gone.
It's over. Who is gone?
I don't know names. There's records of fighting, but not much else.
Monstrosity. You see others kind of apparate behind this one. See one of them large, gash, sort of eternally oozing this substance from its chest.
Tasty.
Foreign, stringy.
What kind of monstrosities?
It came from the sky. They came from the... mages. Open doors. The horrors.
The mages did? The mages... the men?
Strange mages. He creeps forward slightly. Few others apparating large laceration from not blades, but strange alien carvings through the chest.
Theo,
Can you tell me what they looked like?
Yeah. I don't remember.
I'll open, or I've been writing in my journal, just like
Mhm.
documenting this the whole time, and I'll draw a sketch of those creatures I saw in my dream.
Okay.
what the fuck?
Looks something like this.
I know those. But not those. Large scythes for hands. Maws of millions of teeth. Warriors wielding blades that burn our inside.
Dragons?
What was that?
Dragons?
No. They killed them all. They creep forward now, like 10 feet in front of you, looming closer. Valkyra, you begin to see other creeping in behind as well. The faint outline of the specters of souls.
Are you sure you want to stay here, Theo?
What else can you tell me? What about before the fighting?
I don't know a time before the fighting. It was years and years of blood.
Can we see them?
Where are the rest of you in relation to this?
I I stayed in the cart.
I too stayed in the cart.
Cart, Thyra.
I think I'm out of the cart, probably like maybe not halfway between, but closer to the end of the cart, just like keeping an eye out
Like
for him.
at the tree line, almost?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all of you just see about 45 feet in to the trees, Theo staring up at something, and Valkyra behind her. None of the rest of you see anything.
I think Thyra's gonna call out. Everything alright?
Yes.
And the place you lived, what was it called?
I lived here, defending home.
Did home have a name?
The Empire.
They are imperial.
No town name, village, family name.
No. I don't remember. Help me remember. He steps closer.
Run. Get out.
How can I help?
Hey, Theo. I think now is when we leave.
It puts out a hand towards you.
Theo, now is when we don't do this.
Oh, it's trying to remember.
It's going to fucking suck your soul or something.
I think he's lost.
They're not lost. They're all clearly here.
I'm reaching my hand out to.
Gosh darn it, Hallia.
You reach out your hand.
Fucking Sean. I have this spell that will fuck all of these guys up if they really
Roll a
want to fuck around.
Constitution saving throw.
For fuck's sake,
Oh.
woman!
Heaven!
For
Hallia!
fuck's sake, woman! Why do you do this to me? Can I kill her?
I'm here for this. I'm here for this.
Oh, I'm so here for it. Out of character,
con
in
save?
character, I'm gonna kill her.
Mm-hmm.
You put the shiny red button in front of Hallia.
in front of
She's gonna
Hallia.
push it.
11.
Oh no.
11. You take
Oh no.
87 points of nickel.
Yeah, literally.
You're dead.
Your
You
max health
take-
your max health is sucked.
11 points of
Ooh.
necrotic damage.
Ugh. What do you mean that's not bad? You're a wizard.
And age by 8 years.
What the heck?
You are no longer my younger sister.
Oh, buddy,
my.
no.
As you feel the warmth leave your arm from the deepest core of yourself, begin pulling out of you. It doesn't hurt. It's like a cold ocean wave.
What
or
does
a
it look
cool
like?
stream trickling out. You
From the
cannot see
outside
her
perspective.
face, but you
Yes.
see her arm go gray for a moment as this creature touches her hand.
Oh gosh.
I'm gonna
Hear a sucking sound within it.
I
The
said-
Dementor.
What do you want me to do, actually? Genuinely. What else do you want me to do besides I'm screaming at the top of my lungs, Thyra?
Oh Lord, she coming.
And I
The entire party. Has
Yeah,
been
like, what the
mobilized.
fuck?
Ashes
What do you want me
out
to
of the
do
cart,
here?
The
rushing
rest of
forward.
you rush forward and begin to see the outline of this entity reaching out and grasping Theo's hand.
Can I shoot an Eldritch Blast at it?
Would it hit?
It's not nothing's resistant to force damage.
I mean, that's true.
Can I shoot an Eldritch Blast at it?
Sure. But it looks down at you, Theo. I feel.
No.
Still placing its hand in yours.
Can I shoot at it?
Sure. Roll for an attack.
Natural 20.
Oh.
Bye bye.
You're gonna steal those 8 years right back.
Yeah, give me that shit back, bitch. God damn.
Ghostbusters.
Except they accidentally go to Thyra, and then
Yeah,
Thyra
I-
becomes a teen
yeah.
again.
Yeah, what the Oh my god.
I don't want to be a teenager again. Are you kidding?
No,
How do we-
please.
How do we do this? Am I rolling damage
Roll-
or does it hit?
Yeah,
It does hit?
it hits.
Okay.
It's a natural 20.
12.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
12 points of damage total?
12 force damage, yes.
12
Go.
force. That's already doubled.
Yes.
Alright. As you see it like push through and create a hole and then
Nope.
look back up at you.
And the beautiful thing about Eldritch Blast, right? It shoots twice.
I know, right?
So I don't know what else to tell you. 19.
That hits.
Maybe a little bit better damage. That's literally fuck's sake. 7.
Okay. Another
Boom.
through its form. Moves back in.
Oh, Kira, what are you doing?
It's sucking your fucking soul is what it's doing.
It's remembering. It's. Do you remember anything more?
What? What?
Theo.
There's no fucking way.
One day.
Technically, wait a minute. Dungeon Master.
Hmm.
Oh wait, is that how that works?
What?
I'll be right back, guys. 1 sec.
Oh no, damn. Never mind. That's rough. Unless you'd allow me to apply a little bit of extra damage through a certain thing that I now have.
What was the thing?
Because it's technically, I don't know if it's surprised, but an ally is within 5 feet of it.
They are within 5 feet of it.
Though, obviously, it's not a ranged weapon. It's a spell. So unless
Yeah.
you want to, not be cringe.
It's a spell.
You're cringe.
There was a flash in the sky. The darkness. The doors closed. There was a scream. It shook the earth. Then the sky lit up. The debris and dust in the air turned into stars. The sky began to twinkle. And they stopped coming. Then we were still attacked. And then we died.
As we approach,
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, this is all happening
do
all
we
over
see
You're approaching.
what has happened?
You get closer and you see Valkyra let off the blast, and then you see this creature apparate. This faint visage of this see-through, ghostly figure. And you hear a faint voice whispering through, though you can't make out the words.
Everyone back to the car.
Theo?
No.
Do I get the feeling that I could get more from him?
Make an intelligence check.
Better question, can I drag her?
Make a strength check.
I need better dice. That's a 10. No, not 10. That's a 7.
7? You're unsure.
19.
19. Now roll a strength check to oppose her, trying to drag you away.
There ain't no way. There ain't no
Oh, now
way.
I roll good. That's still less though. 14.
Yeah. As you unsure if you could get more, but as soon as you look back up, you feel a tug and begin to get dragged away by your friends.
No, wait.
No. There's no waiting.
Just a little bit longer.
No.
I'm trying to pull away.
What happened?
Does Theo look different? I'd imagine
You
8
look-
years would do
No,
a bit.
we noticed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks up, even though she's a half elf and ages slightly
How old
slower.
are you again? Already? Like, how old are you now?
20 something.
Yeah, early 20s. She
Does
looks
5 years, does 8 years do that much?
Now she's 30 and flirty.
Realistically, no.
30 and flirty.
She's on the prowl.
She looks some of like the roundness in her face has subsided. Cheekbones are a little bit more defined, but no like wrinkle, anything extreme, no gray hair. Just looks slightly more mature.
What happened to you?
I don't know. Theo touched their fucking hands, and she had her like soul sucked or something.
No, he was telling me about the war.
Theo?
He physically sucked something out of your body.
Look. Look, my notes.
Yes, please, guys, look.
Okay. Here's actually something interesting. What does it look like to us? Is it actually legible notes, or is it like
Yeah, is it
frantic
mindless
chicken
scrambling?
scratch? Yeah. What do we see on?
That's
on
more a
her
DM
page?
question than anything else, I think.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of it is legible. You, Theo, can understand your own hand, your own
You-
shorthand notes.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
to the rest of you, it looks a little bit frantic. Parts of it are legible, but obviously others are just scribbles, almost like a doctor's note of that incoherent writing.
If you flip it to another page, can you see the clear loss of beauty in the writing?
Yeah, it goes from neater notes and then gets progressively quicker.
All right, we're done here. Get on the car.
We need to go. Theo, I love you. Please.
Take
Bro.
one last look back into the woods.
Just staring back up at you, now the visage of dozens and dozens of others behind it.
Think, what if each of them have something to tell you?
She'd be
Y'all
dead.
do.
You'd be dead.
Getting on the
I-
cart.
I flip off the woods as we leave.
You could spare like 50 more years.
What happened?
Yeah, I
Back.
lived to like 200.
Fuck
Yeah. It's like 150 at most.
I'm back. What happened?
I dragged her away.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I
Sorry, guys.
bare-handled her.
Bases were loaded.
That's fair.
You know, just watching Thyra watch some other people on the road, like playing ball or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking wild.
She's got her iPad out and she's playing fucking RuneScape.
No, I think I didn't know we ran over, but I would have said like Thyra would have done the thing where she cut herself a bit to set the thing on fire. So she was holding a flaming axe for that entire conversation.
Bet.
Very intimidating.
Nice. But you drag Theo back onto the cart. Who is
Someone else has
driving?
to drive now.
Yeah.
Milo? Or
I can try.
Felix, you got this.
I can certainly try.
Yes, you can. Roll an animal handling check.
Oh,
You got it.
it's one of my best animal
Yeah.
handling rolls. Dirty 20.
Ooh, nice.
so mad at you, Hallia.
The horses are already like they were
mad at you.
Give it a second.
they were in a groove and were like wanting to go, so you just get back on the reins and they pick up where they left off and begin trotting back down.
My head is buried in my journal, just trying to make sense of what I wrote and what I heard.
Theo.
Ashe.
Oh shit. Oh
Wait,
shit.
It's on.
What did you just do?
God damn!
Look at me.
I look up.
The pursuit of knowledge is one of the most important of our lives. But it is not worth your life.
And here I am. I don't know why I went Aspen.
Because you hit the
Because
wrong button, that's why.
Aspen would have done the same thing.
It's getting
Oh, yeah.
fucking sucked. God damn.
Aspen would have done the same thing. We all know it.
And here you are alive because we drug you away.
I know what I'm doing.
Are you sure? Because by the looks of things, had you stayed any longer, you would not be alive. Do you understand that you have aged dramatically in the past few minutes?
More years to spare.
Less than you think, I promise. Don't do that again.
Turn back to my book.
I just proclaimed you my younger sister, and now you're nearly going to get yourself killed.
I think she's your older sister now.
Oh, fuck. Actually, you already were my older sister, now that I'm thinking about it.
She
Mhm.
now looks older than all of you.
Hot.
That's kind of hot.
It's kind of hot.
That's kind of hot.
Oh
Well, me, Theo.
You guys need to get your minds out of the gutter.
It'll never leave.
Uh,
It is the gutter.
It is the gutter.
Felix at the reins, is kind of like pondering over what just transpired. Doesn't say anything now, but is definitely maybe silently siding with Theo.
Of course you fucking are.
Yikes.
You just have to add to the fucking drama. Okay, so no more detours on to 10, right, guys?
It's unlikely we'll be able to make it within the day at this rate.
Felix? Yep.
Mush.
The giggle.
Does that give us a speed advantage?
The giggle itself gives a speed advantage.
Alright, fuck yeah.
You'll press on throughout the day. Guard presence, the closer you get to 10, does get more heavy. If you guys are going to proceed, you would most likely need to heads down as you do so, especially Ashe and Felix.
We just need hats.
But eventually, after a few more hours, you begin to see the faint outline of a distant metropolis. Towering skyline in the distance. Plumes of thick gray smoke rise into the air. Who's keeping watch as you get closer to the city?
I think all of us, because we know we're getting closer to 10. Well, except maybe for
Yeah.
Hallia. Or Theo.
Okay. Everyone watching, make a perception check.
11.
That is fucking crazy, y'all. He rolled another natural
Hey.
20.
God
Yeah.
damn!
Woof.
He's goaded with the sauce.
He is. He's quite a saucy bird. 23.
Bro.
So 23.
19.
19. Pretty good.
I rolled an 8.
Yeah, Valkyra and Thyra, you don't really see anything as you're going. You
Like
do see,
always.
eventually you do start to see a very distant city, a horizon. But those of you with more keen eyes, as you get closer by the hour, the distant speck of a city turning into a much larger visage. You see around the front of it, blocking the road, seems to be a wall and then a camp of uniformed tents. Similar to that of a military base, almost.
Is that the thing on the map?
Yes.
Okay.
As you approach, you see where this marker is for a guard post is a sprawling military camp just outside of the gates.
Oh, joy.
Do we have to go through this? Is there another way in?
I suspect that if we found another way in, it would be very bad news if they found out.
Oh, fuck me. It's fine, just act casual, right?
Yeah.
We just need to find the crowd.
I mean, we've got nothing to hide, right?
Felix?
You are the entirety of what we have to hide.
It
Well-
looks so different.
Me as well, but
Alright, you have the hairdo now.
Would
Forgot you have the hairdo.
never recognize me, aside from maybe
Do we have glasses? Oh,
my
but
dashing good
glasses would
looks.
really change someone's face.
Yeah, Kirk Clint. Kirk
Yeah.
Clint? Did I just say Kirk Clint?
Clerk
Theo,
Clint.
give
Oh no!
give Felix
My
to wear
career's-
the goggles. for
My
now.
career is over. My career is so over.
Felix, wear the goggles.
Kirk Clint, no!
Which goggle?
No.
The one that Theo has.
on Theo's head?
Yeah.
Are those like normal are those like normal glasses? Or I thought they were like some weird nerdy looking
They are
goggles.
full on jeweler's goggles.
Yeah. Like super nerdy
They have little
looking.
lenses.
Yeah.
They're not practical to look out of.
I mean, you can wear them if you want.
Sure, if we think it might hide my identity, sure.
Better than nothing, I guess. Pretend that you're looking at something too. Can you give him some sort of artifact or something to look at?
Ooh, yes.
Make him look busy.
Anyone have like a cool object, like a crystal or like
I look
like
at
a,
Theo.
like a ooh, like a
very,
skull? What if someone had a skull that I could look at?
It'd be super cool.
As a point of order, you do have about an hour, and the sun's about to set.
But
It
do you
is
want my
becoming
necklace?
nightfall.
Do you want my
So-
necklace?
You can hold
look at
him
it?
if you want.
You could do it during
Look at
nightfall,
him!
and it would just be through torchlight. and
I
it'd
would
be
love
harder
to
for us
look at
see it.
him.
Oh yeah, true. If we do it through torchlight, it might be better.
You see a little water elemental pressing against the glass of
Oh,
the jar.
buddy!
Oh,
That is
little him,
adorable.
little him.
I've been taking him out and saying hi to him every once in a while.
Yeah, he's just eager to.
Have
Look through.
conversation.
I want the love.
Oh, buddy, no.
He's our resident dog.
You would be
Is this dog?
so hydrating.
300
Shut up.
grams of protein.
Don't you dare.
Be
Don't
the ultimate protein shake.
I swear to God, he's not a Gatorade. You won't get anything back.
He's a blue Gatorade.
Probably
Right.
that means he tastes fucking
Nico,
great.
I'm going to McFucking kill you. Don't you dare touch him.
Tasty ass
Okay.
Gatorade.
But out of game, should we wait like an hour so it's nightfall, so they have to do it through torchlight, so it's harder to see our faces?
Or is
They
it more
might
sus to do it in
Try
torchlight?
to
Yeah.
investigate more.
Yeah, they're going to be
Yeah.
more
Oh, that's
suspicious of
true.
shit in torchlight. So I
That's
think we just
true.
go. I think we find a crowd of other people who are trying to get through, because
we wait
obviously
for
there's
the
going to
crowd,
be a decent chunk, and we're just
Yeah,
one
yeah,
of the
yeah.
carts.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of
Yeah.
the 30,000 carts that are trying to get in.
Yep. And these people see probably hundreds of people every day.
Every
we
single
are,
day.
We are just another
That's
person.
true.
That's all. That's all it is. We're just another.
Ashe,
Just
you
another-
look
another group of
different
Grammars.
already, right? Because you're like half old, half new.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm pretty famous, so I
Maybe
don't
you
know.
need the goggles.
Maybe
I-
yeah, you.
It may be wise for me to get the goggles. All
All
things
right, yeah,
considered.
yeah.
Can we put you in a braid? You would actually be able to rock it.
That's true.
Felix looks great.
You have really long hair.
Having done it before, it's not the most.
Or we could just
pleasant
shave
of
it off.
experiences. I will cut you.
Who's braided your hair?
See, I wasn't even
Alright.
that crazy to like suggest that.
That resonates with me.
If someone's braiding your hair and it hurts, they're doing it wrong.
Oh no, it hurt on purpose because it was my sister.
Ah.
What a
that's
bitch.
different. That's
She's not a
different.
bitch. She's
She's a
just
sister.
my sister.
So, yep. Let's go. What's the worst that can happen?
All right.
I could think of a couple scenarios actually, but
So
Nope,
we
don't
are
worry about
we
it,
are
we're off.
intentionally waiting for like more of a crowd to build
Yes.
going through trying to get to this.
We're trying to get into the LA traffic.
All right. Getting into LA traffic.
We
There is a-
intentionally get into LA traffic.
There is a decent crowd, mostly comprised of the people that you were resting with last night. About half a dozen people trying to enter at the same time, and you can scooch on in with.
Bruh. Yeah, bruh. That was supposed to.
focus.
All right. And you guys are going in. Who's wearing the goggles?
I think Ashe.
I think,
Yeah,
Ashe is wearing the fucking goggles, and he has a book he can look at. It's fine.
exactly.
Okay.
Am I still driving the cart?
Yes, you are
Okay.
still driving the cart.
Okay.
All right.
Hiding in plain sight works, I swear.
That's true. Yeah. I mean,
Put your hair up
Felix
in
is
like a
confident.
bun or something. Like
He already
not
has the
full on.
braid. It's fine.
I didn't braid it.
Yeah, you know, you did. Remember, you put it up on the thing.
wait, whose hair?
I'm talking about Ashe.
Oh,
not
Ashe.
Felix.
No, yeah. Okay, I thought you were talking about Felix.
All right. So you guys get closer, and you see the road goes through this archway of a guard post. There are two short wooden towers that and a bridge that arcs over the thoroughfare entering the city. And on the side, you see about 5 guards surrounding this entryway. And it looks like each cart is being stopped and inspected. They're having conversations with the people entering, taking a good look at everybody, but letting them through one by one till
It'll be fine.
eventually you all ride forward into this sort of almost claustrophobic space. Immediately to your right is a small doorway into the tower that looks like it leads out into the camp beyond. A few guards come back with a book and a quill and begin looking over the cart. Well, what business do you all have in here? Coming to Tin?
We were actually being referred by the. Fuck, Felix would remember the name of the Hunters Guild.
The Grove Hounds.
We were looking for work with the Grove Hounds. We encountered them a few cities back, and they said they'd have work for us.
Grove Hounds. taking work from the outside. Sort of marking it down in the book. Do any of you have family in the city?
No.
Not that we know of. No.
No, I mean,
Possible estranged family?
Surprise relatives, you know.
Everyone has the crazy uncle, right?
Right.
Super charismatic Thyra. The Ultra.
Last names, please.
Brass.
Make a deception check.
Where? Oh no way, man.
Yes.
That's a 6.
Oh, buddy. It's bad.
Brass. And that's all of you? She raises an eyebrow through her.
No, only personally speaking.
The rest of you?
I'm just wondering who's going first.
I'm so
Dacia?
nervous.
Dacian.
I have no reason to lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks up at you, Ashe.
Through my notes to see if there's anything.
If you could pay attention to what's happening instead of your book for a moment.
Sorry, what?
Name.
Full name? Ildefonso.
Oh.
Jeez,
Make a deception check.
Yes, fuck.
If anybody's getting into trouble for this,
Ildefonso.
it's gonna be him.
True. It's gonna be
You've
him.
never heard of you've
And a
never heard of him?
surname.
7.
No surname, just that.
Alright.
Yeah.
While,
Looks at
yours.
Thyra.
No,
while the other three were doing were saying something, Valkyra was trying to look at Thyra to see if she was going
Thyra's
to lie.
doing the same thing.
or-
Like, I
okay.
think we were like, are we gonna tell the truth?
Are we going to tell the truth? See, I don't think we're in risk if we tell the truth.
No, I
personally.
think we're okay.
I would
Any
just
day
say-
now.
Hadavir.
Hadavir.
Adavir. Alright. And what was it again that you're doing here?
We're
Who are you
trying to-
meeting?
Trying to join the hunters. We're experienced from other regions.
Mm-hmm. Carrying no contraband in your cart?
It's the definition of contraband.
She
No.
sorry,
No, no, no.
she's
We're fucked.
no, sorry, she's not from around here. Again,
I just genuinely don't know. What's the definition of contraband?
We don't have any contraband.
I don't? Okay.
None. Looking under your feet in the cart.
Valkyra's actively trying to play dumb.
Mm-hmm. Do you mind if we do a quick search? As another figure comes out wielding a small trinket in its hand. Almost looks like a small polished stone with a small engraving on it.
Are you gonna have to kill all of Tim?
I'm about to fucking find out is what we're gonna do.
Burn down the city?
I'll look back and as a last ditch effort to maybe try to move us along, I'll just say, is that really necessary? We've been traveling a while. I don't want to hold up the crowd too much.
Looks back, there's no one behind you. You're the last of that group.
Okay.
Well, he obviously wouldn't have said that then.
Okay. Yeah, then I wouldn't.
There's like another person like coming down, but they're not waiting.
Yeah. Okay.
It'll only take a moment as the other person waves their hand in front of the stone and their eyes flash.
What could you be?
This
All right.
What do we have on us that could actually be
That
considered-
skull better be in a lead box, Hallia.
I don't
Magic.
think. I don't know if this is searching for contraband and more so sussing us out as people.
Yeah.
I think that's what this is.
All right. If you could take a moment,
We're gonna have to kill
our
all of
boss
them.
has a few questions for you.
Oh no.
We're gonna have to kill all of them.
This person has like the worst
No.
job ever.
All right. Sure.
You can park your horse to the right-hand side of the road. There are steeples to tie it to, and when you're finished, closes the book.
Where are we going? To see them?
You'll be returning to your cart shortly. We just have some extra questions for you.
All right.
Okay.
Easy enough to do.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, you seem to be having a great time.
Oh, the best.
What a
We'll
bitch.
be out of your hair shortly, and I'll park us over.
We're parking horses.
We have to parallel park.
Yeah.
Parallel park horses, apparently.
Did you learn how to drive a horse?
Valkyra, can you hop out and spot me?
You good? You're good. You're good. You're good. Stop.
All right.
Just cracking against the wall. And two other guards come to flank you as more come out to deal with the oncoming.
We are gonna
part.
have to kill. With all of
hold
them.
on,
We're
hold
fine.
on.
We're fine.
We're gonna have to kill all of them,
Again,
guys.
this probably happens like a couple
No.
dozen times a day.
We'll be
Because
fine.
someone brings in something weird and they're like, oh, okay, whatever.
All right, please come with me.
Welcome to
She
Fur
begins
Fest.
leading you.
We're just going through customs right now. This is just customs.
Yeah, leading you through that doorway in the tower, through it and into this
Man.
open field of tents.
Kill all of them, too, guys.
There
Even-
are lots of soldiers moving about, doing menial work, kind of cleaning up the place. Most of them are settling down for bed at this point.
Man,
But they
even in
lead you-
D&D, I can't escape
No, you will always be got.
extra security.
They lead you to a small room on the side. Looks bigger and more important than all of the tents that are set up.
Do these people not see adventurers? Like, what the fuck?
We just rolled really low.
Yeah, I think we did.
All right, the captain would like a few words and opens the door into the room.
Are they hot?
And you see inside, sort of
Important question.
standing over their desk, writing some things, talking with a few other important looking figures that you don't recognize. They're probably just like lieutenants. She turns back. You see this dwarven woman, this strawberry red hair that tumbles down into two thick braids down her back, and she turns and you see this very well trimmed beard on her chin. Oh well. Guess I had some questions for you.
You guess you did?
I guess so.
I don't know. They said that you would.
Oh yeah, you're the ones that had a little trouble there. Well, I'm Captain Rocio Ryan, at your service. Please, take a
Thank
seat.
you. Are there enough seats for all of us? We're quite a big group.
There are 2 seats and then a bunch of mats on the floor.
I'll just stand.
Yeah, I'm standing.
I'll let someone else sit.
Oh, I'll sit.
Yeah,
I'll
fuck it, I'll sit. Nah,
sit
fuck it.
on a mat. I'll sit on a mat.
I'll sit in a chair. Fuck you all.
I'll sit in a chair.
Oh, hell yeah.
All
I'm
right.
standing.
She waves out the 2 other guards. They quickly bow in respect and leave. Looks like I got some famous company.
Oh, fuck.
And that's where we'll end the session for tonight.
Oh.
Great.
Ooh.
That's not
So they
They know who we are.